a difference.
Make ready, let's go!
Risk your life for a better world. But some things you never see coming.
Security's early. You with me?
Today, the world's elite fighting force betrayed our nation. On my orders, the G.I. Joes were terminated with extreme prejudice.
We have to assume that there's no one we can trust.
There is one man.
You all right?
Yeah. You all right?
My cholesterol's a little high.
Hello and welcome everybody to a new episode of Ballbuster Video. We're back after a week hiatus.
Yes.
So, as always, I'm Matt and we've got with us
Fred.
and Matt. And Matt.
And this week's episode was, this week's movie was in a special big ball buster.
You can't even get it out.
I'm stumbling over my words.
The balls are stuck in your mouth.
Yeah. What?
Don't let it,
Well, it was a Channing Tatum movie that we watched, so...
G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Yes, the second one. The sequel to the ever-epic original
Rise of Cobra.
G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra.
I hate it when they start movies and give them subtitles. like you should feel like it should just be G.I. Joe. And that's it. Like, you're like, Rise of Cobra. Is this the sequel? What the fuck?
But yeah, this one was a rough one. And you know what?
What the fuck are you doing?
You know what? I'm going over. After watching this, I went through The Rock's film history. He does not have a lot of winners. He really does.
But he is statistically.
I still have not seen that.
Statistically, he's the most bankable actor in Hollywood.
Oh, fuck that. I don't believe it.
Dude, the guy can flex out of a cast.
Yeah.
That was real.
Pick up a Gatling gun.
He broke his arm for real and casted it and flexed out of it.
This one was rough. It's another one of those movies where they did a lot of Michael Baying, Michael Baying is when you think up a cool action sequence, whereas in this movie it would have been the side of the mountain with snake eyes and whoever the original girl is.
Michael Baying, you should get a cool action scene. You jump the shark. You then go back and kill that shark.
Yeah.
Burn it and piss on its ashes.
Yes. What he does, he thinks up a cool action scene. So they're on the side of a mountain with fucking doing ninja stuff off the side of a mountain, whatever.
Right, yeah.
And he thinks that up and says, all right, that's a cool action scene. We're going to put it in a movie. Now I just need to find 130 minutes of filler to put around that.
Yeah. And you can the whole movie was basically tailored around that major action scene. Because besides that, all the other action scenes are like, here's some explosions, we're gonna shoot our guns, and then like, it just, they go into like a tunnel somewhere, and that's just it.
Was this movie a financial success, Matt?
That I'm not sure. Probably so. I can look it up, but I do know I'm the only one in the room that thought it was pretty good. I liked it.
I'm not gonna say that
I didn't hate it. I liked it.
I'm not gonna say I hated it. There were just...
It was free to me on Netflix per se.
This movie was... I didn't hate it, but this movie was basically so cookie cutter. It was made of, like... I'm gonna call this a Hollywood sandwich, okay? So, in a sandwich, you got all these different things that make up this awesome taste. And sometimes you can put things that, don't really work together. Mm-hmm. So in this movie, you have the overly muscle-bound hero that's also like a super-duper friend to another overly muscle-bound hero. And, they're all talking, and then it's like, oh, you're gonna babysit my kids. At that exact second, you know that the meat in your sandwich is starting to go bad. Because you're like, well, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's so clear. And then they had to have, you have the female Joe, and then they had to write her as a female character that is so tough as nails that she has to proclaim it I call it the Michelle Rodriguez syndrome. Like, everything that she's in, she has to be like, I don't need men and balls make you weak. You know? It's like that they have to. And I'm all for strong female lead characters or supporting strong female characters, but you don't have to write them that way. It gets on my nerves when they write them like that.
Yeah.
Because throughout the whole movie, whenever anybody says something to her, because I don't remember what the one guy, the only other surviving Joe after the whole like destruction of their base.
Yeah.
The guy with the buzz cut. I don't remember. Flint. Every time Flint says something, and he brings up good points every time he brings something up, she just turns around and she's like, shut up, you have a penis. You're dumb. And it's just like, wah, wah, wah. You know, and it's like Flint's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
So,
and then the only person that sticks up to her in the whole damn movie is Bruce Willis. They go into his house.
He don't take no shit from anyone.
They go into his house. He's coming up with this plan. He needs to write down coordinates for fucking road. No, I'm not gonna call him Roadblock.
I don't even know. Gridlock, I think it might.
Yeah.
What was his name in the movie, Matt?
The Rock's character.
The Rock's character.
Put it that way.
Just call him Dwayne.
Roadblock.
Roadblock.
All right.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah.
Because it's so close to a fucking Transformer character.
Yeah.
But, so he needs to write down coordinates for him. So she's sitting on a couch next to a fucking, like, stationary cabinet or whatever, and he's like, can I get a pen? She's like, oh, well, am I demoted to a secretary now? He's like, I just need a fucking pen. And she's just like, you're fine.
Which, Bruce Willis, and everyone knows I'm the world's #1 Bruce Willis fan.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is only in this movie for 5 minutes, and he could not save it. This will be the first time you ever hear me say.
He saved it for me.
Yeah. Well,
except when they had to do the whole thing where they went through his house. He's like opening all the cabinets. It's like, here's guns. Here's more guns. I've got guns here.
Yeah.
I've got more guns over here. And I get it. You've got guns. You used to be in the army. Yeah, I get it. Like, I felt like I was watching House of the fucking Dead there for a second. Like when the fucking boat captain's like, I'm not just a regular fishing boat captain. And he pulls up trunks of weapons just one after the other. Like, that's what I thought I was. I was like, all right,
you guys didn't review that, did you?
No,
not yet. It's been done to death.
Yeah. Bruce Willis, and like I said, I'm the world's #1 Bruce Willis fan. There's no one bigger a Bruce Willis fan than me. He could not save this movie for me. This is the first time you will ever hear me say, I did not really enjoy a movie that Bruce Willis was in.
Yeah. Oh, and then getting back to the female character, this was the other thing that grinded my gears a little bit. They had her as this tough female character, and then when they need to get information, they're like, dress up slutty.
Yeah.
Flash your ass to that senator. You know, like, go in a slutty dress and dance with the president.
She's in another fabulous project called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, she is.
I didn't know that.
Which
Mockingbird she plays.
The only movie she was ever in, I don't know her name, but I really care less what her name is, because it's not important what her name is, is John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever saw that, which is a pretty decent
I've heard that was the Keanu Reeves one, right? Yeah. I want to see that because I want to see a movie where somebody just kills a ton of people because they shot his dog.
Yes,
that's the whole plot. They're like, "You killed my dog.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill you."
Well, the dog was the
Neo.
last present he received from his wife.
I know. There was sentimental value to the animal. Yeah,
and his wife was played by Tom Brady baby mama Bridget Moynihan. Tom Brady planted his seed in her. God bless you, Tom Brady.
God damn it.
But,
let's keep Tom Brady out of this.
Tom Brady, I believe you're innocent. But anyway.
God damn it.
This movie, was terrible. The female, that woman who plays the female, who plays Lady J, is absolutely horrendous. And everything she's in but John Wick. She's clearly some sort of swimsuit model that someone said, oh, yeah, put her in a movie, yeah. The only time that's ever worked where they put a swimsuit model in a movie and it actually paid off is with Charlize Theron. She's the only one that was able to pick up acting.
That's true.
All the other ones absolutely stink. And this is no exception. I don't care what her name is, alright? Just put in the movie to be, tits and ass, and that's it.
Right.
That's it.
There was another, and there's another sin to this movie that I find. And it's kind of like, you learn this a little bit, and it's not like I went to film school or anything. I know Matt did, but you kind of pick up on this and you learn it through movie making 101. And when you do this kind of shot where somebody brings up, an item, it could just be a small trinket, something or other, and the camera zooms in on it while they're talking about it, and they really focus in on it. Most of the time when a filmmaker does that, it's because that is foreshadowing. It comes into play later on. Yeah. They did that with the bullet that had a camera in it.
And then they
shot it once and never brought it back ever again.
I was just about to say that. Another problem I have with this, Storm Shadow. Yeah. They do the whole prison break where if you didn't see the first G.I. Joe, I guess you kind of have to suffer through the first one.
So I was a little confused.
Yes, the first one is worse than this one. But in the original G.I. Joe movie, they take Destro and Storm Shadow, put them in, Destro and Cobra Commander, I'm sorry, put them in this like cryo-freeze prison or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
It's like a stasis pod or something.
Just drop them in fucking clear jello and give them a gas mask. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know, it's whatever. Okay?
It's stupid.
But what really stuck in my craw was they bring Storm Shadow in. All right. So Storm Shadow's in.
Your way with words is awesome.
Stuck in my craw.
They bring Storm Shadow in. They're clearly going to do some. Yeah. They bring him in. They're clearly going to do some sort of breakout thing. You know that, all right?
Yeah.
They strip him naked, put him inside this cryopad or whatever the cryopod or whatever the fuck it is.
It looks like those tubes the aliens use in The Simpsons for Bill Clinton and Bob Dole.
He does some weird ninja thing where he lowers his like heartbeat so they think he's dead.
Yeah.
And then, all right. Now
that's a real ninja movie. You can actually stop your heartbeat.
Now, he's got nothing but underwear on in this pod, okay? So then he brings his heartbeat back up and they're trying to pull him out, all right? And he instantly starts throwing ninja stars, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
First off, this is a prison. Last time I checked, they check every orifice of your body before you go into prison. All right?
I guess they didn't with him.
Yeah. So
I have one quick question, though, before you go off to, like, how did he get the other guy's armor? Because when they brought him in, he was wearing
Snake Eyes armor?
Snake Eyes armor.
Well, I guess...
Did that happen in the first movie?
Yeah, the first one, Zartan, which I guess...
That sounds like fan fiction.
I am so...
Sorry, really all you had to tell me was it was the
Zartan
first
is a master
movie.
of disguise.
Yeah. All you had to tell me, that was the guy that ended up being the president,
yes.
right? Okay, that's fine. I got it.
The mummy.
Continue with your thing.
So anyway, so he pulls ninja stars. He's naked in the pot. Where does he have the ninja stars? In his ass?
I don't know.
Where does he pull them
This was the other thing about, like, the whole thing where he lowered his heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
They're all reaching in to pull him out, so he decides to bring his heartbeat up while he's still in the cryopod, which he's not supposed to be able to move his arms anyway while he's in there.
Yeah, because it's like a drug-induced, like...
So, and that was strike one for me. Strike two, the first thing in my mind was, they're gonna pull him out.
Yeah.
It's gonna wear off, and then he's gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
And then he starts moving, but he brings his heartbeat up, alarming them because he's still monitored.
Yes.
And then he gets out. I'm just like, no, what?
See, what you don't understand is he doubled his heart rate, kicked the drug out.
Oh, no, wait, that's right, because they said they induced adrenaline in him, because they thought he was dying. They mentioned that. They're like, get him adrenaline. So I guess that brings you out from complete neuro-numbness.
I suppose.
I can ask my wife. She knows she's a medical professional, but to me, with my limited knowledge, I would think adrenaline's not going to be the MacGuffin.
Matt, it's science. Everybody knows.
Fucking science.
Everybody knows that.
How about Cobra Commander's helmet looking like a giant sex toy? Anyone else feel that?
Well, I thought he looked like a fucking Halo Spartan.
It looked like a giant detailed dildo to me.
But it's one of the versions ish. You know,
it was the one where he didn't look like
from the cartoon.
They could have put a little bit more
it was
effort.
the one. It was the one where he didn't.
Matt didn't see it, but the first Cobra Commander mask, I don't even know where they came up with it. It was like a plastic, like. I don't know what it was.
Just something that...
So it didn't look like the Jason Voorhees' potato sack on his head, just purple.
No, it was.
They made some purple.
No, it was like a black. I mean, it was a clear plastic. It was a clear plastic thing.
That's stupid.
Oh, Joseph
like a scuba,
Gordon-Levitt's
like a scuba mask looking thing.
Because Joseph Gordon-Levitt played Cobra Commander.
I see.
In the original, not
what.
This one.
So,
and I might not have watched G.I. Joe a lot when I was a kid, but when did Cobra Commander ever say like stupid shit like "Sorry, Destro, you're not in the band anymore"? Did he say shit like that on the cartoon?
He did say stupid, weird stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's like any '90s cartoon, '80s, '90s cartoon.
Okay.
Kind of like when you go back and you watch Ninja Turtle cartoons now, and you're like,
Well, yeah,
Michelangelo that
they're
annoying
cheesy
the whole
as shit,
time.
yeah.
The more I'm thinking about this movie and the first one, the more I'm thinking these movies are complete shit. Because they are bad. And the second one's not as bad as the first one, but it's still bad. And the whole homoerotic relationship between Channing Tatum and The Rock is kind of weird.
I also loved how, in the very beginning, that's what it looked like.
Yes,
Yeah, that was
What the fuck? That would be better as a Shredder mask than fucking Cobra Commander.
Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah.
He looks like fucking Sub-Zero's dad or something.
Yes, that is the mask from the Rise of Cobra.
You can even look at, like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's eyes in that, and he's like, what the fuck am I wearing?
Yeah.
Like, he looks scared. Like, he can't actually breathe
He's
in
like,
it.
I turned down Angels in the Outfield too for this.
So...
It's,
I didn't even know that was gonna happen.
but, yeah, this is just bad. And I remember, I think me and Cody, about 2011 when this, or no, 2000, when did this come out? 2012?
I think you're right. It's like 11 or 12.
11 or 12, yeah.
Oh, no, I think it was 2013. It was right before the WrestleMania that took place in 2013.
Okay.
Because me and Cody went to a wrestling event in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And every 5 minutes they were advertising The Rock in
Yeah.
G.I. Joe Retaliation. And the Rock was there in Hershey for the SmackDown taping and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like every 5 minutes, The Rock, like you'd see it up on the tape and try like, The Rock! The Rock! And like, and The Rock was like interviews like, this is gonna be the best action movie ever made. This is gonna be, this is gonna be great.
Rated PG-13.
This movie was ass.
I don't know. I guess I just compare it to the first one too much because
The first one was terrible. Yeah.
The one thing that I enjoyed about this one over the first one, so let's throw that spin at it. So Steven Sommers that directed the first one,
Yeah.
he's of
Didn't
the
he also
fame
do
of the
Van
Mummy.
Helsing?
Yes, he did Van Helsing, the Mummy,
Jurassic
and
Park
Mummy
3.
2. Did he? I don't know, but all I know is those are three movies, so let's just talk about those three in general. The Mummy franchise and Van Helsing.
Yeah.
That overdid the CG. It was the worst looking CG on earth, and it was non-believable, whatever, and he brought that into the first G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And it was really bad. I will say this time around I was expecting like through the roof CG and really bad CG, but it wasn't terrible and it wasn't over the top. Like there were points, like your cliff diving scene, okay.
Yeah.
They needed to do that. They're not going to go to the Himalayas and skydive from the Himalayas. So, okay, I get it. But like, in that other one, like every vehicle was CG, like everything was CG. He was like, I swear he took like a chapter from George Lucas's book where like, everything, the spaceships, everything has to be CG. All the robots, all the stormtroopers, they all have to be CG. Like, that's kind of how I felt when I watched the first one. That's how I feel when I watch Van Helsing. Like,
Yeah.
it's an unnecessary CG. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And
this movie did not have that.
That was Joe Johnston who did Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He also did
He did
Captain
Thor, didn't he? Joe Johnson?
No, he did Captain America.
That's right. He did the first Cap.
Alright. But,
I want Joe Don Baker as Thor.
yeah. The Rock,
Of course, Odin.
the fucking worst acting ever, The Rock crying when Channing Tatum gets blown up 5 minutes into the movie because Channing Tatum was contracted to do a second G.I. Joe movie if the first one was successful, but he didn't want to. So they just blew him up 5 minutes in, and The Rock, grabs his dog,
That might have been the best
dog
stuff.
tags and cries.
Has a good cry.
Yeah. The whole, I don't know, it's just, it had some alright action parts. One of the positives, the guy Ray Stevens, he played Punisher Warzone. The guy who played Firefly.
Yeah, he did good.
He's always good in everything he's in, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I still liked it. It's a good, like, if you're flipping through the channels, like I've said before, you're flipping through the channels and it's on FX, you're like, oh, well, what the hell? You know what I mean? Guilty pleasure movie, I would call it.
Right. There's so many small, stupid things.
Oh yeah, the whole fucking movie.
I love how in the end when they're going on when the Rock's chasing after Firefly in the boats, he just jumps in that one, like, the fucking turbine, the double turbine, like, hover boat or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just takes off going. I'm like, there's just keys in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just
keys in there.
I also like how when he has Firefly down the first time because he blows up something and he's like standing on top of that car with that Gatling gun.
Yeah.
And instead of just going after him while he's down to just get him and break his neck or something, he decides to wait for him to get up and then start running. And then he starts trying to shoot at him with one of the most inaccurate weapons in the face of the earth. Because he's got muscles that he can pick it up. I also love how he gets his ass kicked in that alleyway.
Oh, yeah. Ray Stevens whoops his ass.
Yeah. Ray Stevens beats the shit out of him.
Yeah. Ray Stevens beats the shit out of him in that alleyway.
And Ray Stevens gets hit by a car straight on Humvee.
Yeah.
Like 50 miles an hour. He just gets up. He's like, oh, man, I got a headache.
Yeah.
And he just starts running away.
Yeah, hops on his motorcycle and like...
The Rock, meanwhile, gets punched 3 times in the ribs and the face, and he's just like, ugh,
yeah.
I'm defeated.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding everywhere.
So it wasn't a believable movie.
No, it was... And they could have done so much better with a G.I. Joe. I mean, G.I. Joe, the cartoon, was awesome. If they would have put
but they had laser guns, for God's sake.
You don't have to make it laser guns, but you can make it... You can still... You know, the framework is there to make a good movie. They just, again, this is another example of them saying, hey, let's take one of these fucking movie or TV shows from the 80s and 90s. We don't have to put any thought behind it because because people will see it just based off of name recognition alone, and we can spit it out there and make money.
Yeah.
The biggest movie to do that is the movie Battleship.
Biggest movie to do that was Transformers. The whole 4 movies of it.
Transformers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one was okay, but I'm just saying, like, did you see Battleship?
Yeah.
That was terrible.
I didn't even bother.
What they did was after Transformers was a financial success, they went into Hasbro and they bought the rights to Battleship, Monopoly,
Like all
G.I.
kinds
Joe,
of it's just bad.
and they fucking Mr. Potato Head was something they fucking bought the rights to. So now they can make. They're
making a fucking Monopoly movie too. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's better. They've been trying to do that since like 2000, right after Transformers. Jim Carrey was going to be.
I'm kind of confused how they're going to do it. Like, I don't know. I'm not.
Hey,
that's for another day.
Yes.
You know what though? If you think about it though, like you can make a successful movie. I don't know about you guys, but I love the movie Clue. That movie was hilarious.
It's been a long.
Oh, the one
time.
with
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry and what's her face?
Christopher Lloyd was in it.
Christopher Lloyd. Not Sharon Stone. The redhead.
I know
was
who you're thinking of.
Yeah, she was also in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Susan Sarandon?
Yes. She was in that. She played Miss
Scarlet.
Miss Scarlet, yeah.
I think so. But yeah, like that's a good. Like you can make good movies from nothing. But I don't know.
I mean, fuck. Disney made 4 movies off of a fucking ride.
It was a great. I think it was a good no-brainer movie. Yeah. The first one was pretty bad, though, with Eddie Murphy.
I like Eddie Murphy, too.
Really? You like Osmosis Jones, Eddie Murphy?
Pluto Nash, Eddie Murphy?
Osmosis Jones was Chris Rock.
I thought he voiced that.
No, that's Chris Rock.
Oh, well, Pluto Nash, whatever. Just as bad.
Yeah.
Pluto Nash? What a terrible movie.
But, yeah.
Norbit.
I like Norbit. That movie made me laugh.
God damn you!
What about the one where he was the aliens inside of his own head?
Oh, yeah.
What was
Dave? Was it just called Dave?
Dave, yeah.
That movie was good. I like that.
Jesus Christ. But okay, I guess we're getting to that point. We should probably start wrapping up.
Yeah, this one.
What would you give G.I. Joe Retaliation? I want to go with Matt Hale first, because he actually liked it.
So, in the grand scheme of things, I'd say like 5.5 or 6.
Okay. 5.5 to a 6?
Yeah. Because Bruce Willis was in it, I'm going to give it a 3.
3? I'm probably around the 5. 4.5 to 5 area. Because I still watched it and was entertained at parts. But, that being said, there was still a lot of shit that I picked up and noticed that, just irked the shit out of me.
Just ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But, hey...
Plus, like I said, they had to write a female character the way that they did, and I hate that they keep doing that. to all strong female characters.
Look at it this way. It's free. If you have Netflix, which you're paying for anyway, it's free. So I'd say if you're bored one night and you're like, hey, I want like just a cheesy action movie.
if you're going out like grabbing a pizza and you want to sit down and not have to think for 2 hours,
throw it in.
Just watch that movie.
Yeah, that's how I feel about
There's
it.
plenty of cheesy action movies that are far better than this.
Oh, I'm not denying.
Well, not
that.
all of them are on Netflix though. That's
Such
what we're saying.
as The Expendables 3, The Expendables 2, The Expendables 1. You can
I'll
also
agree with one of those 3 movies.
Expendables 3 was amazing. You cannot take away from Mel Gibson's playing the bad guy in this.
Jesus Christ.
His name is like Stonewood or something like that.
Stonewood.
Yeah, or Stone Block or something.
I remember when Sylvester Stallone used to be able to write good things.
This was a good movie.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Well written.
No.
I've never seen any of them.
It's PG-13, like,
unrated
transformed to
version.
make it R.
Get the unrated version.
Yeah, so there's just CG blood everywhere.
Now they say the F-bomb a couple times. And
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You know, they said the F-bomb once in fucking to the Last Action Hero. That
Yeah.
didn't make it fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. It's not like these comedies people today like to see where there's nobody falling down on their own shit with their dick out.
I'm not saying I need to see that for it to be good.
That's going to be like the running theme, I guess.
That and Joe Don Baker.
I just shit my pants and my dick's out.
God damn it!
That's a comedy right there.
So, this is going to be the first time we've ever done this. We're going to have a themed month for August.
Yes, we are.
We're going to do Sylvester Stallone theme month.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, I'm supposed to pick the first movie.
Yep.
You should have did Sylvester September.
Yeah.
You're a couple
because you
months
could have done
early.
Arnold August.
You want to do Arnold August and Sylvester September?
All right, Arnold August then.
Arnold
instead.
August, okay.
My movie is Junior.
Fuck me. Alright. Okay.
It's a classic re-teaming of Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We're doing Junior.
Okay. Alright.
Are you going to watch it, though?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because there's movies that come up that you're like, damn it, and you don't watch it.
The only movie I never watched that we reviewed was Three Ninjas High Noon.
I know.
I know. I got 10 minutes into it and I said, I can't do this.
Well, you're going to get 10 minutes in the Junior and want to kill yourself. You're going to have
Junior.
food poisoning.
I've watched Junior all the
You'd
way
rather
through.
be like tortured with punji sticks?
Yeah.
Do you want to start a little softer? Like, is that something you think we should use for a grand finale or something?
Maybe it's a side note, if anything.
Junior's a side note.
No, there's
Hey,
one. There's
think about
one
it.
he did that's worse than Junior.
You could still do Escape Plan because it's got Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What? Escape Plan's fine by me.
I haven't seen it yet. All right, we'll do Escape Plan.
Starring.
I
Arnold
have seen
and-
Junior, so.
Well, you want to save Junior for the last week, the final week in August?
The big grand turkey of.
Now the big grand turkey I'm thinking of isn't Junior.
Commando?
No, Commando's
No,
awesome.
Commando's excellent.
Well, that's what I mean. How would you not talk
As
about
far as-
Commando for an hour?
Whoa, we're
As
talking
far
about
as
shit.
bad movies. There's two he did that were worse than Junior.
Not Jingle.
Now, Jingle All the Way I can sit through.
I actually like Jingle all
Yeah.
the way.
Everybody's like, well, yeah.
Put that cookie down!
Because he's got the comic stylings of Sinbad.
Yeah.
Which I have seen twice at the Strand.
Oh, God.
Sinbad makes me laugh. I don't care.
I like Sinbad.
But Batman and Robin.
I forgot he was in that.
And he was in The Sixth Day as well.
Oh, The Sixth Day was terrible.
But yeah.
End of Days, that's another one.
I like
liked
End
it.
of Days.
I did like that one too because
I just liked him trying
it was
to sound
so
like...
bad it was good.
Yeah. Do I want to talk to you about Thomas Aquinas?
Yeah. Why would a priest want to kill anyone?
Yeah.
What else?
Wait, what was it when he's like, "What the fuck did I do wrong?" And they're like strapping him to that cross and like beating him.
What was it, Last Stand? That was a recent one.
That's one I would watch.
Sabotage, that was a recent one. I heard that was actually not bad.
Oh, is that the one where? Wait, what's the one? Where
He's like, that's the one where he's like framed for drug trafficking or something?
He's not
or?
framed. They steal the money from a drug trafficker.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's the one where he's a
Back to
firefighter and his family gets blown up by like
Collateral damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
I
was
saw that.
any
That's
good?
terrible.
I liked it.
There's a part in it that's so awkward because it's like the part where like he finds out the one thing's a bomb, it blows up, and he has to like console that little girl He's like, "Are you okay?"
The little boy, yeah.
Yeah, the little boy's like, "Are you okay? Did anything hurt you?" And he's like petting the little boy's like head. He's like, "I'm here to protect you. He'll be fine. Are you okay?" He's like, "Here's your little doll."
Because the whole time you think the husband's the bad guy and the wife's trying to get away from the husband with the kid, and it turns out the wife is actually the terrorist.
Yeah. So, okay, escape plan.
Escape plan.
Next week we'll do escape plan.
Which I'm going to give you a fair warning now. Escape plan, I'm a firm supporter of. I've seen it.
Do you like everything that's terrible?
Is that on Netflix?
No, that's on Cinemax and HBO all the time.
So I'm going to have to find a version of it. It'll probably be on Xbox Live.
Oh, yeah, it'll be on Xbox. It came out 2013.
Yeah, it'll be there.
Yeah, you can rent it from the Play Store.
It's a pretty smart movie.
I still have to watch Maggie.
Maggie is not bad. Maggie is decent.
Yeah, I thought about why. It sounded like a neat concept.
I mean, it had its down.
Yeah.
Down.
All right, well, before we keep rambling on, we'll end the show then. So I'd like to remind everybody, you can find all of our older episodes and Grindcast episodes in these places. You can find them in iTunes. You can subscribe to them there, and it gets sent straight to your phone. You can find them at blueberry.com. I stream them all on grindedword.com. All the episodes go up first on grindcast.libsyn.com. We are featured on the Podcast Source app.
Yep.
You can read Fred's text reviews of all the movies we watch. Do you do the ones for...
I don't do the Ballbuster video ones. I'm going to
For
start
Miserable
doing...
Movie Mafia,
Yeah.
you can catch them there. It's at miserablemoviemafia.wordpress.com. I am getting back into writing blogs again.
Which
it's been a while.
I did read your...
Ant-Man
review.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm going to get back into it, so I will be writing one for Vacation.
Yes.
And you can read that at grindedword.com.
Yes. I'm sure you can read mine as well, because it's going to be like 7 pages of very angry, visceral comments being made.
Yeah, he puts like pie charts in it. Like, he does his fucking... You feel like you're doing a college course when you read Fred's blog. But, yeah, you can catch us all there. You can also catch us on Facebook.com/grindedword and Facebook.com/Miserable Movie Mafia. So until next time, guys. Now remember, we're watching Escape Plan, and that'll be Ballbuster next week.
And Miserable Movie Mafia next week will be... Because we forgot to say it with it.
Oh, yeah. Miserable Movie Mafia next... Miserable Movie... You and your goddamn making titles of all, like we're seeing Fantastic Four next week.
Yes.
Goddamn.
I don't know if there's enough aspirin.
Right now, in my mind, it's a tie of who's going to win the Joe Don Baker Award. It's between Vacation and Fantastic Four, and I haven't even seen it yet.
Well, there's a couple other ones coming out. The year is far from done, my friend. We have another 6 months.
For everybody who doesn't know what we're talking about,
explain the Joe Don Baker Award.
At the end of the year, we're going to do a year in review, and we're going to basically hold our own little award ceremony. And the Joe Don Baker Award, which is becoming our running gag because we love that scene from Congo so much.
Yes. So, God damn it, did you get the diamond?
Yeah. So we created the Joe Don Baker Award, which is going to go to the movie that made us say, God damn it, the most while we were watching it.
Yes. Which, right now, one that we haven't reviewed that would be up for me, because it came out earlier in the year, would be Jupiter Ascending.
Oh, I didn't see that yet.
You don't.
We'll just stick
him in that too.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
We'll stick to the ones that we review.
Is he in like every movie this year?
Yeah. We'll stick to the ones that we do for the podcast.
Yes. All right.
So that's the movies that are coming up next week. So until that time, guys, thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next time.